Something's swimming out there in the middle. You see it?
Yeah.
Just wanted a shot of that. Okay, off we go. You're leading. See the bicycle light? Oh yeah. Look at that, Ben. Kyo ganbatte ne. No, とんでもないです。いや、お疲れ様。ありがとうございます。Welcome back to part 2 of Chiba Accelerated. Today we get to meet my friend, a mystery rider. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learn a little bit about Chiba and gain some appreciation for what it has to offer. We sure enjoyed the ride, so I hope you are too. The brakes are squeaky from the moisture. I got to get a good hill and wear them off. Warm them up. That sun's breaking through. Yuck. Wow, such a difference over here than it is over where out. Foliage is much greener and, much thicker too.
The reason why I like Chiba.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
ride up here. Soon. I don't know yet. Wait. No, up a little further. Yep. It just told you. Look at the purple slug bug. Purple slug bug. Climb, climb, climb. What a setting these people live in, huh?
I know. I like the rice fields.
I do too. Except for the frogs and the snakes. They're all right. Wonder what kind of fruit trees these are. You know, you can ride up here next to me so we can talk. Or,
Truck coming.
oh, is there? Then I better get out of the way. Huh. We have to watch for snakes on the road today. You know?
With all the rain.
Well, it's Chiba. We always see snakes when we come. Dead ones on the road where they've been run over by trucks or cars. But, you know, in the chance there's one still alive, hanging out on the road, you don't want to get tagged. Are they behind us?
Turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll follow you down.
Okay.
This is a woohoo moment. Give it your best woohoo, Ben. don't think I'll ever get tired of Japan. Well, I might as well interview you while we're riding. So, folks, this is my friend Ben.
Hi.
Ben is a school teacher over here for the Department of Defense with the Navy. You okay with me saying that?
Yeah.
He teaches math and drama.
Yep.
You couldn't tell from his outfit, he doesn't like drama. He loves drama.
And this shirt is a triangle tessellation.
Yep, there it is, the math. I can't get past algebra and he's talking about tessel, whatever it is.
Tessellations.
Yeah, some celestial or something like that. Anyways, I met you, Ben, when? About?
I got here in 2010.
Yeah, that's
And
when I came here
worked
too.
here.
I came here in 2010. December of 2010 is when I
I got
came.
here in August.
So you came before I
August
did.
of 2010.
Yeah, this is when the first time I came to this area to live, and I met Ben. So Ben,
Okay, ready for my story?
yeah, you want to tell him how you got into whatever? And
So you moved away. I'm not sure when.
I did,
moved away.
5 years later, so 2015.
Yeah. And then you moved back.
2 years later.
Okay. So you moved
2017.
back and you began trying to convince me to get a bike and to get bike shorts and to ride.
And you weren't having
And
it.
I wasn't really interested.
No, not at all.
But then in 2020, COVID happened, and you could not leave your house unless you were exercising.
Right.
And I've never really struggled with depression, but that was the closest of like, I worked remotely, even as a teacher, from my bedroom, put a table up in my room. All I would do was like wake up, go downstairs for food, and then like spend all day at a table.
All right. Where are we at?
But
COVID.
during COVID, I like couldn't leave my house unless I was exercising. So I began exercising. I really began running, and it was very short. Like I would run for 5 minutes and then run back for 5 minutes. That's how I started. Anyway, eventually built up my running, and you kept pestering me about biking, and I was interested in swimming, and I decided to try some triathlons, like sprint triathlons and short stuff. I did that for about 3 years.
What was the reason you were resisting biking? Was it the cost of the equipment, or was it just the activity
It
itself?
was the cost, and I didn't really feel like I needed to add a new thing into my life.
Yeah, that's pretty common with people. You know?
I
Okay.
mean, a good bike is rather expensive.
Well, as you are going to tell us what happened.
Well, so I bought a good for me bike,
How much did it cost, Ben?
$1,600.
And how good was it?
It was okay,
But
but
it was super light.
but
No, it wasn't.
then it was not super light.
And in Japan, we have lots of flat areas, right? No?
Yeah, but the bigger
Hills.
thing is that someone at your work had a very nice bike that they were selling for very cheap.
Yeah,
So I thought that was an easy way to get a good upgrade.
it was.
And then, so I sold that bike pretty easily.
So you sold your first bike
I sold my first bike,
off to someone else who bought it.
yeah. And in
And then-
hindsight, I probably should have sold it for more because it's hard to get bikes for 6 foot tall people here.
Yeah, so Ben is how tall?
I'm 6'1" and 3/4.
Yeah, and in Japan, we've got a country of tall people, right? No.
They're all short.
So buying from a local vendor, a local bike shop, is extremely hard.
Special order and large bikes.
Yeah, so you could have probably gotten a little more, but it's okay. You didn't really lose
Anyway,
because you got a good screaming deal on the new bike,
Yeah.
right? And that new bike was a Trek Imunda?
yeah.
Yeah, which is a climbing frame. Yeah, a climbing bike.
Yeah, tiny bike.
had to put an extended seat post on it.
Yeah. But I was happy with it.
But there was a few things that were difficult to ride that when I rode that bike, and because of the frame geometry, you sit up a little higher, which is good. You're not so quite far forward on your arms.
Yeah.
But the negative thing of that bike is that because of the weight, in Japan, when you're riding the coastline especially, with the micro bursts that come across the road,
Yeah.
you can be riding here and end up over there within a second.
And blown around pretty.
Yeah. So, great for climbing. Like I wish I had that bike right now. But there was a few challenges with it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you do with that one?
Well, and a friend of ours,
Who I apparently had pestered into riding
he's also about my height.
Yeah.
And got this bike, but it felt a little big for him. And so we decided we would...
And a little far forward.
Yeah.
It stretched him forward. But he liked the bike. He loved the bike. So you swapped.
So we swapped bikes, tested out, and we both were happy. And so we just called it an even trade. This one had the bike computer, which I liked. That one had GI2.
Electronic gear shifting like I got.
Yeah. Anyway, so now I have this bike, and I'm very happy with this bike.
Yeah. And how could you go wrong with scenes like this? Hello! Woo. I think it's going to say climb.
Oh, we're oh, really? Mine's already in it, climb.
Mine is too. It just came up again though and said climb.
So this is it. So I've since really stopped doing triathlons. I might do a sprint triathlon here and there if it's local. Mostly because I don't enjoy swimming. I took lessons, I had hired coaches, I did lots of laps. I found that chlorine is really hard on my sinuses, and I didn't really enjoy it. So now I stick mostly to running and biking.
Yeah. How long have you been riding for now, Ben?
Well, about 5 years.
5 years. Ben and I also ride on Zwift, if any of you are interested in that, because
There's a car.
living in Japan, we have, well, technically we're in rainy season right now. And when it really rains, it rains and you can't do anything outside. And then we have typhoons too.
Yeah.
And during that season, when the typhoons are coming through, you definitely don't want to be outside. So Zwift offers us a steady, consistent platform to ride on and keep our fitness up between the outdoor extents.
Yeah.
So
I'm also a dad of 4 kids.
yeah.
So it's useful for me to be able to do a ride, but my kids can still come in and, you know, ask about things, or something happens at home, I can be right there instead of being gone for a ride or like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it a little more accessible.
Balance family and hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So Ben, and when I told Ben about at Pedal Japan, he gave me the look like most people do. How can an old person be a YouTuber?
It's not what I...
No, but a lot of people have. But the reality is that I told him he's going to be the star of the show, and I told him I was going to put a red Superman cape on him and send him down a hill and film him.
I thought about bringing one.
I don't have a red cape. You're off the hook today.
Oh, okay, good.
But we're glad that Ben's here with us today to ride this ride. Normally I don't ride out here in the middle of the road, but we're in the country and I'm kind of hogging the road a little bit because I want to be by Ben so I can talk.
I've also got a mirror.
He can tell me if somebody's going to come get me.
Well, that's it for the interview of Ben regarding Ben's story.
Stay tuned for the next video where we explore options and ideas around riding in Japan. Until then, Jane.